With the new year pretty much upon us, there's going to be a lot of people with New Year's resolutions to either get back into streaming or start streaming for the first time. And one of the big questions they're going to have to answer is, where am I going to stream? And with a year's experience on both Twitch and YouTube, so 2 years total, I felt I should weigh in on this conversation and give you guys a recap on my experience with these platforms as a small streamer. So things we're going to discuss in this video are my experience on Twitch, my experience on YouTube, pros and cons of each platform, and where you should stream going forward. And since I streamed on Twitch first for about 9 to 10 months, I'll start there. To just get it out of the way, I'll tell you overall my experience on Twitch was subpar. I met some cool people while I was over there, and I did gain some viewers that followed me over to YouTube. However, as a whole, it left me wanting more. As I said, I was on Twitch for about 9 to 10 months, and during that time, I gained a total of 73 followers. And with those 73 followers, I never averaged the 3 concurrent viewers you needed to get Twitch affiliate. And that's because as a small streamer, if you happen to get found, which is rare, most of the people were looking for a follow for follow. So of course, when they followed me and I said I'm not gonna follow them back because that's just a dead follow, they unfollowed me. And to be honest, that pretty much summed up my full time on Twitch. There wasn't much to it. Not much growth happened, not many people found me, and for almost a year, I streamed to basically no one. So after my time on Twitch, like I said, it left me wanting more. I thought there had to be something else out there that would provide me with a platform. Now keep in mind, during my time on Twitch, I was posting YouTube videos, I was posting TikToks, things you were supposed to be doing in order to grow a platform because you're not gonna gain viewers just by streaming. However, even through all that, I still wasn't able to get people to come over to my Twitch channel. So January of this year, 2021, I decided to make my switch to YouTube. So let's talk about my experience here. Day 1 on YouTube, I had more viewers than I ever touched on Twitch. Maybe it's because of the few subscribers I got through videos I was posting while I was on Twitch, or maybe it was the algorithm recommending me to new people, which we'll talk about later. So obviously after my first day on YouTube, I had pretty high hopes considering I got more viewers than I've ever had before. Fast forward to today, I've gained well over 2,000 subscribers. I got partnered with YouTube in less than a year. I have now built a solid small community in which I also have members a part of that community, which are equals to subscribers on Twitch, which gives me a solid foundation to build on going forward into this next year. To be transparent, my average viewers right now is lower than it was a month ago, but even still, my YouTube channel as a whole continues to grow. So after hearing my experience with each platform, I'm sure it sounds a little biased and like I am fully team YouTube and Twitch is just bad all around, and really, that's not all true. I believe Twitch has some great things going for it, which brings me to my next segment of the pros and cons of Twitch. And after we'll get to our pros and cons of YouTube. For starters, we'll talk about the good things of Twitch. And for one, this is probably the most obvious one, it feels like a streaming platform. There are plenty of streaming features you can utilize in your stream to help viewer retention and engagement. Now, don't mistake that for gaining viewers, because these features don't help you get discovered. They have other features like gifted subs, Prime subs, all huge parts of a lot of streamers' revenue that they make while streaming. Now, as a small streamer, and especially someone who's just starting, this shouldn't be a primary focus, but it is something worth mentioning. Another thing that's awesome about Twitch is it's just very easy to use. You can bounce around from game to game if you're a variety streamer, and not have to worry about things like creating a new thumbnail for that new game, creating a catchy new title. You can literally make the most basic title ever and it does not matter. So the transition from game to game is pretty seamless. Another thing that's nice for everyone, whether you're affiliated or partnered or not on Twitch, is the moderation tools. It's very easy to ban someone. It's very easy to receive a ban request from someone who's been banned, see why they've been banned, and see their full chat history to make a decision on their request, something YouTube does not have. This is just one of many moderation tools that Twitch has to offer that just makes your whole entire experience that much better, and you can just feel completely confident in having full control over your stream. Now moving on to some of the not so good things about Twitch. And we'll just start off hot here by saying the company as a whole has been involved in various controversies. Now, as someone trying to start a brand and potentially a career sometime in the future with a platform, you need to be very careful about who you're hitching your wagon to. Not only that, but whatever you make on Twitch, whether it's through bits or subscriptions, Twitch is taking half of that payment. So all that time you spent working so hard for so long to even gain a slight viewership, to finally start getting subscriptions on your channel and things of that nature, now half of it is being thrown to Twitch. But like I just said, you need to work to even get to that point. And how hard do you need to work? Well, you need to beat out roughly 10 million active streamers as of today. If you ask me, that's a lot of competition. And with all that competition, you would think that Twitch would offer some sort of discoverability feature or algorithm to help people who actually have talent stand out, and that's just not the case. There is zero algorithm in Twitch, which means if you are 0 to 5 viewer Andy, then you won't be found ever, because Twitch lists all its categories from high to low. Even their recommended is high to low streamers. And if you switch it yourself from low to high, which no one ever does, you're going to be searching through a sea of thousands of people who have 0 to 5 viewers. So the likelihood of someone just randomly coming across your stream that way, well, it's quite literally 1 in 10 million. But enough about Twitch, let's now talk about YouTube, and we'll talk about some of the things that I've really loved about YouTube thus far. And for one, that there is far less competition in their streaming categories. Now keep in mind, as far as streaming viewers go on YouTube, they have far less than Twitch. However, with a recent addition of very, very large streamers, is bringing more recognition to YouTube as a streaming platform, which is a huge plus. And more people every day are coming to YouTube to see live streams. And not only that, more eyes are on YouTube as a whole, whether people are trying to consume VODs, shorts, or live content. There's just more potential viewers on YouTube. And with more potential eyes and less competition, they also have an algorithm. I can't tell you how many times people have come into my stream and said your live stream was recommended right on my homepage. So basically what that tells me is that YouTube has an algorithm that doesn't just make the rich richer, it rewards people who use it correctly. And there's a lot of different ways to give yourself an advantage over other people with making a really good thumbnail, utilizing really good keywords in your title or description, also using good tags. All of those things are things that you can put effort into if you choose to go the extra mile to give yourself a better chance at being discovered. There's nothing on Twitch you can do to go the extra mile to get more viewers on your stream. So really, YouTube's giving you a chance by asking, how bad do you want it? And you may hear people from time to time say, you won't be discovered while you're live. It just doesn't happen, which for the most part is true. You shouldn't just count on people finding your live stream as a way to grow your live stream, no matter what platform you're on. However, I have been found while live, like I've said, on YouTube, never on Twitch. Another good thing about YouTube is that they only take 30% of your revenue, leaving obviously 70% for you. So once you work your tail off to get partnered on YouTube, and then you now have those monetization features available to you, you don't have to worry about half of it being taken away. Another plus is that your live streams can live on your channel forever. As soon as you press that end stream, they just go onto your channel as a VOD, and you can choose to make it private, unlisted, or to stay public. But it's just nice to know that it's there forever. And as far as your live streams go, you can have an uncapped bitrate. So in theory, as long as your PC can handle it and your internet, you can have as good looking of a stream as you want. And then last but not least, something that I really love is the fact that YouTube lets you redirect people to a video you just uploaded. So if you plan an upload around your live stream, as soon as you end that live stream, you redirect them to your new post, and that's instant engagement on your new video that can help in the algorithm and push it out to even more people. Now, although I've had a lot of great things to say about YouTube, let's not sit here and pretend like there's things that they can't work on. For one, as nice as it is that you can create a custom thumbnail for every single game, you have to put in the work to create a custom thumbnail for every single game. If I want to switch games midstream, I have to make sure I have a thumbnail already prepared and ready for that stream, so I basically have to plan these out beforehand. Not a huge deal, but something that you have to be more mindful of than if you were to stream on Twitch. And as far as monetization goes, like we said, YouTube doesn't take as big of a cut. It can take you much longer to get monetized on YouTube than it would be to get affiliated on Twitch, considering you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours on your channel, which is much harder than it seems. Although, pro tip, leaving your live streams public will help with that. Another unfortunate truth about YouTube is that certain games just don't do well as live streams. Like we already mentioned, Twitch is known as the streaming platform. If there's a game out there you want to watch, there's more than likely thousands of people playing it. And since people know that and can count on that, Twitch is typically the go-to, especially for those smaller, lesser known games. When it comes to YouTube, pretty much the mainstream games, the popular ones are the ones that people are actually searching for, and those are typically the ones that most people will stick to while streaming on YouTube. But that could all change with a little bit of UI adjustment. But as of right now, the user interface when it comes to YouTube Gaming's homepage is pretty bad. You just can't find any streamers through their YouTube gaming page. I really don't even know what it's meant for. There's definitely a lot of work to be done on it, and as of right now, it's just pretty much useless. And on top of that, YouTube basically has no streaming features, like I mentioned before. When it comes to moderation tools, YouTube doesn't really have any. If you want to get unbanned on YouTube, then good luck, because your name is going to be next to impossible to find, because there is no way to search it up, figure out why you got banned, and decide if they want to unban you. There's also no channel points, there's no gifted members, there's no free memberships, all things that really help streamers that are on Twitch. So when it comes to tools that helps with your overall experience streaming on YouTube and to help keep your viewers that you do get engaged, YouTube has yet to implement those on their platform. So given all this information that I have laid out to you guys, my experience on both platforms, my pros and cons from each platform, where do I think you should stream going forward? Where do I think I want to stream going forward now that I have almost a year's experience on both? And my answer, and I feel like maybe your answer should be too, is to stay with or start on YouTube gaming. As I mentioned, my experience on both platforms was night and day. Twitch offered me pretty much nothing, no discoverability, no one ever found me, and if they did, they didn't stick around because they just wanted me to follow them back because they were looking to grow too. YouTube has an algorithm and you are able to get discovered. I know that because it has happened for me and it continues to happen for me every single stream. And when it comes to my cons and concerns about YouTube gaming, all of those things can be fixed. Head of YouTube Gaming Ryan Wyatt has already said that they're adding a bunch of features in 2022. One being gifted members. So when it comes to my brand and my stream and my community that I built so far, I feel like YouTube gives us the greatest possibility at success long term. Because in all reality, YouTube only has up to go from here. And Twitch only has everything to lose. And with a bunch of big plays being made by YouTube recently and still more to come, I'm pretty confident that I won't be the only one that's Team YouTube come 2022. Or this year if you're watching it in 2022. But let me just say this, no matter the platform you choose to stream on, you're not going to grow just on streaming. Even though you can get some viewers from streaming on YouTube, you're going to do yourself the most favors by creating content outside of streaming. So if you ask me, the philosophy should always be to create more and stream less. Someday, you'll thank yourself you did. And speaking of all this live streaming, I do stream right here on this channel. Link is in the description. That will take you to my live stream if I happen to be live right at this moment. Also, link to my second channel, All About Gaming, down below. Don't forget to give me your thoughts in the comments down below on these two streaming platforms. And don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the bell and all the YouTube things. And past that, that's all I have for this one. I'll hopefully catch you in the next one.
Sleigh bells ring.